right, welcome back. We have been having some technical difficulties, and we appreciate your patience. Sino and I decided that we went through all the content we really wanted to with you on our previous game. The only thing you missed out on is the overwhelming victory that happened after we finished our blacksmith research. But we're going to continue moving forward. We'd like to review with you the TC booms of actual other opponents from gameplay that we did last night. We're going to be reviewing Swiss York's boom, and we're going to review Enshi's boom. She, not really in our clan, but she is somebody who plays with us more and more frequently as the weeks have gone on, and beats us pretty consistently. So we feel like it's always better to learn from people that are better than just our own failures. Anything to add, Sino?
No, that's good for now.
All right, so let's transition here to a bigger gameplay screen for you. Hopefully Capture Age and OBS haven't been getting along for me today. Hopefully this ends up being a clean run. We've got our view with Fog of War right now on Swiss York. We played this game back on May 18th, and Swiss York had a nice TC boom. So let's see what he does. We're gonna do this with his Fog of War view, and we can speed it up a bit. We can go at 4x.
Oh yeah.
80%, I'm finding that 80% of Dark Ages for anybody that uses a build order is the same up to 18 pop. So as you continue to watch our stream, I'm probably going to be zooming through at least that first 18 population.
This is what you are doing, right?
Yep.
Interesting. He's immediately pushing all of the deer, and he's doing it. He's not even letting them get to the town center. Fuck it. He's like, whatever.
He's close enough, though. Well, no, because they are moving. It isn't an automatic drop. You're right. Yeah, actually, that isn't something I brought up on when we were reviewing my boom. I actually did do an attempt at pushing deer in that boom. It was a dirty push, but it was better than no push. It's a dirty push. Nasty little thing. Yeah. So he's doing pretty similar to Hera. He's got three on lumber. Oh, he took one off of lumber to lure the boar. He didn't just spawn one for it. How many does he have over here? Yep, he's got 4 on berries, which is pretty standard. Right now he's got 10 on boar. Not wrong to have that, huh?
10 on boar?
Yeah, and then he splits those 5 apiece onto 2 different animals, 2 different cows. Well, he gets the second boar. Well, no, he hasn't even started the second boar yet. He might have got it earlier.
Man, it seems like he's like all over the place with that. Jeez.
Yeah, like he is kind of chaotic about his villager allocation. But he beat us, so there's something there.
For the viewers to know, this is a real human person now, not AI.
Correct.
He is going to gold pretty early, though.
Yeah, generally speaking, you and I put our last 2 on gold. Villagers 22 and 23. However, he's got 27 villagers right now. He's researching right now, Castle Age. Oh wait, no, he's green. So he's got 28 villagers as he's researching Castle Age.
Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, 15 minutes in, yeah. So he's researching. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's finished castle research by I think it was 1509. And you can already see that there's the economy unit they're beating us with. military units are basically the same because everybody's just got their cavalry unit right now, their scout. But the pendulum's already weighing in their favor. They've got 62 villagers compared to our 47 at 16 minutes.
He's building. What is he building right there? Is that a house he's building?
So we got a monastery here. Has he started?
Between his farms, or is that just another mill he's building? What the fuck is that?
House. He's doing houses over here. House, mill, house. Second town center now.
He built a house. What the fuck is he doing building a house in the middle of his field like that?
Probably that might have been one of his early. Might have been an early house.
No, he just built it.
Oh, interesting.
I watched him just build it.
Maybe he did it here because he knew he wasn't going to be able to put a farm there after these were built.
I guess, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's small. I guess it's small enough, yeah.
So at this point in this game, I'm doing a different strategy. This was a week before I started using Hera's TC Boom build order. You know, maybe it's the next game I start doing the 30 pop. I thought I was doing 30 pop in here, but I did 25. So disregard. So he's already on his third town center. You and I haven't started building our second. And this is why Sino and I, the last couple of weeks, have really been focusing on improving our TC booms. If you're new to the game like us, like Sino and I have really been taking this only taking this seriously for 6 months. So if you're in the same boat as us, like, you need to see how important these booms are, especially for arena. He's building his fourth town center now. I've got my second. You're starting your second. His partner has 3 completed right now. This economy is just, and military now are heavily weighed in their favor. We have no idea that we've already lost the game.
I didn't realize he built that many town centers already. How did he have that much stone? He had just stone random. What was his civ again?
Swiss York is... oh, here it is. He is... can't tell what shield that is.
Oh, he's the Slavs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they don't have a stone bonus, so I have no idea how the hell he got stone that fast.
And then these guys are his partners, the Britons? Or are those the Teutons?
No, those are the Polish.
The Poles, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many of those it takes to change a light bulb.
I think. Or maybe I think it's the Teutons. That one's hard to tell.
Well, I know I'm Koreans. And you are... Yeah, dude, like it's busted. The research is busted. I didn't research any archery, but look at what it's showing here. So let's see where he's at exploration wise. So him and his buddy have explored most of the center, but from his view, he can't see anything that we're doing. Because I'm intentionally not building in here right now because I don't want them to know where I'm at. Same with you. They can't see any of your civ except that you have a market. Alright, so he's building his exterior castle now. He's expanding his territory out of his base. We're at 29 minutes. This is, I think, an important... mark. Let's take a look at 29 minutes. He has 121 villagers at 29. His economy's done. He's completely transitioning to military at this point. All of these He's doubling up his wall with houses.
How many town centers did he have at that point? 5?
Now he's got 5. Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, obviously it worked to beat us, but I don't know long term, career wise with Age of Empires. Is 5 town centers necessary? I've never seen Hera do more than 4. Have you? How about or Survivalist? I don't think I've seen Survivalist do more than 4.
No, they don't. They usually don't.
Nobody over 2,000 elo. I've never seen any of them do more than 4. But he's established. They've already established clear dominance in the game, and by 30 minutes, it's almost going to be impossible for us to catch up and beat them. I mean, I've got 67 villagers. I'm not even thinking about military. You've got 48 villagers. You definitely shouldn't be thinking about military right now.
No, I didn't realize he was that far ahead.
Yeah. So if you watched,
double me, almost more than double me.
Yeah. So if you watched the previous stream earlier today and you're watching this live with us, you'll see that this was 2 weeks ago. Yes, well, the videos we watched earlier today were from last night. So you can see the considerable improvement in the last 2 weeks from Sino and I's booming. I'm just now getting my castle. And he knows, he's seen it, he's scouted it already. I didn't even notice this when we were playing this game, but he's in my base. I no longer have any secrets. This guy knows the color of my boxer briefs at this point. He's second forward castle he's working on me right now. You're doing your third TC, but you're doing it right by where now this is essentially a forward castle now that you built your TC so close to his.
I really do wonder if he bought a ton of stone, because how does he have enough stone for 5 TCs and 2 castles? That's 500 plus 13. That's over almost 3,000 stone.
Yeah, dude, like if you pay attention to their chat, they're talking about how we're making all kinds of noob choices.
What did they say?
Like, I didn't read the whole conversation. I just caught Swiss York being like, yeah, that was a real noob move. Yeah, Swiss York is definitely ready to just trounce on me right now. They're I don't know why they're even delaying it. Oh my gosh, because Swiss knows. Oh yeah, this is the one where they knew that they had us, so they just let us play it out. They're just toying with us.
Yeah, this is when they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, look at him. He's got 175 villagers. He doesn't give a rat's ass. And we haven't.
They built a wonder.
We haven't even realized that we're just getting fucked with yet. Like, we're playing all serious, and they're just fucking around.
Yeah. I forgot that he was building a wonder and everything. Yeah.
He's not even harassing my second castle. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that when I kill his villagers. But yeah, that's there's his wonder. On the Eastern Front, he's got 3 castles already to your 1. Yeah, we're it's pretty much game over at this. The most important thing to note was the effectiveness of his town center, of his TC boom, especially Swiss York. They were both better than us, but Swiss York was the MVP.
Yeah, now because this was a week ago,
2 weeks, almost.
Yeah. We like dropped the ball. But as you guys saw from the earlier stream from last night, I think we would have been much more competitive in this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree.
With our current focus on TC booming, like we'd be way better.
Oh gosh, look at the chat. Cute. Are you scared? Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it's even worth looking at the chat to see what these fucking people are saying.
Yeah, like, I don't mind them talking shit. They're not being too rough with it. They know they're playing noobs, and I think they probably did it for a bit of an ego boost. To be honest, these guys are probably used to playing 1,500 to 2,000 elo players, and they just wanted to have some casual fun.
Yeah.
And at least we were able to provide that service.
I wouldn't take it super seriously.
Gosh, if I would have been him, I would have built a second wonder just as a joking fuck you. Blue, why did you make your market outside the walls? So now he's talking to you in chat.
I didn't even notice he did that. Well, it was because of the exact reason I told you.
Yep.
I want to be unguarded.
Yeah. Gosh. He's even got a villager by you, killing the animals by you. What's he doing over here? He's building a... Oh. Yeah, they just want to watch us. They're not even playing to beat us. They're just watching how much we suck.
Yeah. Man, the guy yesterday that beat me, that really fucked me up, he ended up early on blaming me, taking some of my resources away, and then he built a fucking wall around my entire base.
Oh, speaking of laming, remember when we were doing those Amazon tunnels and our own teammates were laming us? Those fucking assholes? Yeah. My gosh.
Yeah.
It's like, don't bitch about how bad I am at the game when you're laming me as your teammate. Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, for anyone watching the stream, don't be that person. But...
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how many castles this guy has. He's like surrounding you with his 5 castles. Do you even notice that at that point? Do you remember if you noticed how he was surrounding you?
Oh, I'm sure I did at that point. I have castles too.
Oh.
My line of sight is pretty good. I probably didn't see those northern ones because those are kind of close to your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
But like those eastern ones I knew.
But I think we saw the point of the game. Like, really up to 30 minutes was the important thing we wanted to see. I don't know if our viewers care to watch us get spanked like stepchildren at Kmart or not.
No.
But
I remember for the for the viewers watching just for fun and shits and giggles, they did say halfway through us beating them, they're like, "Hey, we need to go to bed soon, so
yeah.
Can we finish this up?"
Yeah, I think as much as we got our asses handed to us, I think we all enjoyed it was a good, fun, friendly game. And after as many dicks as we've been dealing with the last few weeks, it was very refreshing.
Yeah.
Where I'm gonna have to select or replay or spectate a game. I want to select a replay. We wanted to find the game with what? I'm gonna have to quit it to find it. But we're gonna pull up a game with Enshi, who's, like I said, a more recent playing buddy of ours, and he has a really good town center boom as well. He does, I believe, 25 pop in dark, and then another 15 pop in feudal to prep his boom.
Yeah, I think so.
And so we played him 2 nights ago. And I believe the 652 game was the one the 4-player game was the one we wanted to watch. I mean, it's amazing how much of the game is, if you have a 200-300 elo difference, how much of the game is decided in the first 30 minutes. And I really appreciate that she is such a good sport. This isn't Cartouche? Did I select the wrong game? I think I selected the wrong game.
This is Yoki Soldiers. No, this might be it.
No, this is the one we played before. Yoki, we did 2 with Yoki, and we did 2 with she, but there was a 1 game overlap. Yep. So I just selected the wrong file. Return to replays. So we did May 27, 729. This was the one. We'll spectate this with Yoki and she. All right, this looks like the right one. So she is this player. Let me make sure we get to she's view. Zoom out a little bit here so we can get more of a perspective. And like I said, generally the first 18 in most professional build orders are the same. So let's fast forward through here. See, now I know capture age is going smooth because when I'm fast forwarding at 4x, it's staying at actually 4x. Here we go. She's at 9. I'm actually our early game, our Dark Age, our TCs are better than his. Our TC idols. We're actually outperforming his villager production in the Dark Age. He's caught up. Oh no, we're still 1 villager ahead in the Dark Age. Alright, so now he's caught up. He's at 20 villagers, 21. Let's see, when does he... We'll be able to see when he levels up because his town center is going to start glowing. 9:10, there we go. Yeah, right around 9:15, he clicks up to feudal with 24 villagers. Now we'll keep the play slow so you can see his resource distribution. Right now he's got 9 on wood. 9 of those 24 are on wood. He's built a mill to harvest his chickens with 7 villagers. Looks like he's moving exterior 2 on gold, 2 on stone. He's not harvesting his minerals in his main base.
This is shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting that he built 2 mills right away.
Does he have 4? No, he has 1 villager on berries. Just 1.
Wow, that's crazy.
He has all the rest of his food villagers hunting chickens. So he only has 8 on food. Now, granted, that's enough to produce 1 villager continuously at a time, but you have no stock.
He's got more under the TC.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, you're right. He does have 2 harvesting a boar over there.
Yeah. Now, it's weird that he only has 2 harvesting a boar, but he does have at least 2 more over there.
Yeah, because to prevent rot, you really want at least 4 on that boar. And then he's sending now, he's not even harvesting berries inside. He's taking the rest of those to do the berries outside of his base. He's really focusing his resource on forward resource gathering. He's coupling it with forward expansion. He's built his barracks already. That was, I believe, had one of his hunters build a barracks, and then he moved them. Looks like he moved them to wood when they were done. He's transitioning some of his food villagers to wood, which makes sense because he's gonna need them for his TC boom. That's also why in feudal he put 2 on stone, so they had enough stone for his 3rd TC.
Yeah. So he built the houses along his wall to give himself a little bit of a defensive buffer, just in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, he's making a stable. I'm surprised he's in castle now. I'm surprised that hasn't started his 2nd and 3rd TCs yet.
I wonder why he's building that stable right there too, like next to his mill.
Yeah, it is an odd placement. If it were me, I'd want my stable outside, but I can also understand why people put their early military bases inside, because if somebody does a castle drop on you early, you don't want them destroying your military buildings.
No, I get that part, but like now he can't use like an entire quarter side to farm because he put the stable there.
Oh, I'm wrong. He's not building a town center now because he's not in castle. He's still in feudal. He's still pumping out villagers in feudal. Yeah, all I had to do was look over here to see that. I'm retarded. My mom always said I put the ass in Asperger's. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think he actually clicks to castle until 40 villagers. Has he built his blacksmith and market yet? No, he hasn't even... Oh, he's got his market way in the rear. But he hasn't even built his blacksmith yet. Oh, no, now he has it. I'm wrong. Oh, I see. So he's scouting with 2. Oh, already he's got double the military of us.
Yeah, but he was only at, well, I guess like you said, he's not even in castle yet.
I don't know if has he queued it? No, he's still making villagers. He hasn't even queued his castle age.
I don't think he can. He doesn't have blacksmith yet, does he?
Yeah, he does. He's got his blacksmith up here by his barracks.
Okay, because I saw the market. I didn't see the black. Oh, there you're right. Yeah. Oh. Wow, he really hit that. I don't know why he put that there. That's fucking weird. Oh. Like, why would you put your blacksmith right next to your wall?
Yeah, his placement is definitely odd. I think he can clean up his execution, but his execution is still good. His execution is better than ours was when we played him. Now, granted, this was before we did really focused on improving our TC booms together. So while it's better than...
He's got a fuck ton of idle villagers by his mill doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did better on this game than we did against York. But it's not nearly as good as we did on our game against the AI that we showed earlier today.
Oh, he really fucked up. He's just built a bunch of farms, and now they're all just seeding the farms, and now he has no idea what the fuck to do. Interesting.
And yeah, he's still...
Actually, I really wish I would have... I wish we could talk to this guy, because he did exactly the thing that I was trying to always figure out how to do.
Yeah.
And he did it, and I don't know how the fuck he did that.
Now, what are you specifically referring to? Because maybe we can rewind and take a look.
Well, he had highlighted everybody.
Yeah. And
selected everybody to seed all the farms, because that's clearly what he did.
Mm-hmm.
You could see, like, they were all seeding the same farm. So instead of them all, like, being stuck on one farm, like, once they seeded all of them, they all just randomly went back to the farms that they wanted to do.
Okay, wait,
and I don't know how the fuck he did that.
So right here are you talking about these villagers here?
Yep, so watch this, yeah. So see how he highlights everybody, and now watch. He's making all of them seed the farms together, all at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And then magically, instead of them all just staying on one farm, they all magically just went to each other's farms.
Huh.
How the fuck did he do that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't pay close attention. Yeah, because when I shift click on the building, they do still seed one at a time.
Yeah, so unless he manually just did all that and we just can't see it because we can't see the clicks, and he just manually told everybody to go to different farms, like, I guess he could have done that, but if he did it another way, I would have loved to know how the fuck he did that.
Now this is something for the viewers. I tell you what, he's doing his boom different than we do, or different than Hera, but it was effective. He did. He went into castle with almost 40 villagers. 38 was what he went into castle with. Whereas Hera does a 23 pop fast castle, 23 villagers into feudal, 3 villagers from feudal into castle, and then switches to a TC boom immediately. I'm not sure which is long-term better, the 38 pop that she does or the 26 pop that Hera does, because the 38 pop going into castle does set you up for a lot more resources when you're ready to boom and gives you a lot more comfort there. It's like finishing Thanksgiving with a pair of sweatpants as opposed to jeans. So I don't know. What are your thoughts, Cena? What compared watching both playthroughs?
I mean, the placement of the buildings is just what gets me. I just don't know how he's doing some of these things and being efficient when, I mean, like, it's good that he's starting both TCs now at the same time and he's starting them on resource. Oh, I see. Wait, go back up. So he deleted that mill.
Yeah.
Which I think is another weird thing. Like, why would you do that, too? Like, you could have easily just started building farms there, but Hera's very against, like, for the most part, deleting buildings that don't need to be deleted. But
yeah, and I agree. I believe, like, I don't think there's a problem with an extra building. If anything, worst case scenario, a guy gets into your wall. That's something to distract his troops from while you're trying to defend.
Right.
Anything, in my opinion, if you have extra buildings, it's a distraction tactic for. It's something extra for them to micromanage, you know?
Yeah, it can be. I know that Hera, I mean, in Arena might not be as much of a big deal, but in Arabia...
He just destroyed another one of his own buildings.
Yeah.
Like, what was that about?
I don't know. It's not me. He's just doing weird shit.
Yeah.
Because at least in Arabia, well, that was a house, so I kind of get it. But in Arabia, like, you're using your buildings to make your wall, to, like, build your base and stuff. So that makes sense why you would never want to delete a building. In Arena, I guess you can. It's not as big of a deal. But, I'd still rather not delete buildings if you can help it.
Right.
So now we have 3 idle villagers doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now they're doing something. Let's see what he's going to have them do.
Even if he's gonna do this build order, his build order isn't bad. It could have been implemented far better. I actually kind of feel like kind of dumb that we lost to this. I feel like we could still beat this.
Oh yeah, I think today we could. 2 weeks ago, no, or whatever that was, like, no.
Yeah,
well, we weren't doing the right stuff.
Well, this was before our day of just dry running TC booms.
Right.
I mean, that day was yesterday. Yesterday we spent the whole day working on TC booms. Yeah, the AI gameplay that we did would have definitely beat this, I think. Because he's at 26 minutes with 66 villagers. That felt fast when we were playing against him. But I think we're outperforming that now.
Yeah.
I mean, even just 48 hours later, I think we're outperforming it. So if you're Viewer, I tell you what, you spend a day dry running a strategy, really clean it up. It makes a huge difference. I think you can improve your elo by 200 points in a single day of practice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still wondering why he's not doing anything with that gold either. There's a whole fucking mine of gold that he's just sitting there doing nothing with.
Because he's mining outside of his base. He's combining his resource collection with forward expansion. I get why he's doing it. I think it would be a more effective strategy if he had a castle in between them. I think at
Well, even that big vein of gold he has, it's like, yeah, because you're right, he did mine outside. Here's the thing, I understand why you mine the gold outside, because you want to be able to do that first before anybody else gets to it.
Oh gosh, this is nasty. His monk just sitting there with the relic. That monk should have been shift queued. You shift right click on the relic and then shift right click back on your monastery, and then your monk is not out in the open waiting to get fucked.
Yep, that's a big no.
Yeah, you don't want your monks out of your walls unless they're specifically there to heal military units. Otherwise, you're just waiting for them to get destroyed. I mean, that's something we really haven't ever had to focus on in a stream. But yeah, that was if you're watching us, I know you won, but you could have done that better.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
yeah, that's something that's almost automatic for me to do. The monk shift click thing to get the relic, immediately bring it back. It's not even a question.
Yeah, and another thing, you should be pulling way ahead of me with villagers right now. He stopped at 86 villagers. This is something that Hera talks about as a noob move with TC booms. He says newer players like to stop at 60 to 80 villagers, but you gotta take it all the way to 100 to 120. Like, she is giving me way too much flexibility to catch up here. You see that? I should not be.
I think the reason why they do this, and I've thought about it a while, and I think this is it. The reason why they don't make more villagers is because I know this is the mentality that I've had. They don't make more villagers because they want to get to Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get to Imperial, you need 1,000 food, right?
Right.
And 1,000 gold. So they're probably like, you know what? If I'm making villagers constantly from 3 TCs, I'm never going to have that 1,000 food.
Right. And the thing is, though, once you got 50 farms, that 1,000 food you get in like 40 seconds. It's just nuts. That's the whole point of a boom, is if you're stopping at 86, you're forgetting you don't need Imperial until you need Imperial researches, which means you don't need to go to Imperial till you're ready to attack. I've coming to realize in these last few weeks that Imperial is not nearly as much of a priority. It's important, but in the order, it doesn't need to be as early as we used to think it did.
Yeah.
Vast majority of what you need's in castle. 90% of what you need is castle. And why spend resources on something that you don't need in your immediacy? And for me, I think your 110 to 120 villagers, that's much more important and much more needed than Imperial. My dog's getting a little riled up right now because Amazon's dropping off a package for me. Hey, Bobby, it's okay. Come see Dad. Come here, buddy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come here. It's just Amazon. Good dog. Yep. Now he's at 120. Like, I get that he prioritized Imperial, but I think that hurt him. And gosh, that's just another reason why I think we'd beat him today, whereas we couldn't 2 days ago. I see.
Yeah, it's a big difference. I mean, he's just gathering monks there too. Like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. I'm waiting for him to build his like bombard cannons and his cannoneers and stuff, but he hasn't done that. We're at 35 minutes, which is normally when he starts, like, when they start attacking.
Yeah.
Um,
No, we gave him way too much leeway. Like, we definitely beat him today, based on our improvement on our TC booms. It's disgusting that we lost this now. Looking at it, and to think that it was just one day before we did our dry runs.
Yeah, because I think at 32 minutes, he just had that one stable, the one barracks, and like one archery range, if that.
Yeah, so we're calling you out. We're ready for a rematch.
So how many? I can't see because of your overlay. Does he have 6 stables or 9 stables, or what does he have outside his base?
Let's zoom in. So he's got, gosh, because these are all houses. These are just 3 stables and an archery range. He's got one of each inside of his base, so he's got a total of 4 and 2, which is not enough.
No, we should have fucked him up. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had more than enough resources to fuck him up.
Yeah. If you watched our stream earlier today, you saw that at 37 minutes, we had, I had 10 stables. I had the pop I needed. We're just giving him too much leeway. This is before we really focused our rehearsals. But even with 97 villagers at 36 minutes, oh yeah, here's where I am. I'm playing with the Japanese, I think. I've got an infantry. Look at that. I got 6 barracks. I've got 2 castles. I don't know how we lost this. I'm building a 3rd castle. I've got 2 workshops. I have the whole military infrastructure to fuck his shit up. We should have won this.
Yeah, you have like 1, 2 castles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barracks. Or is that him or you?
This is me. I'm looking at my.
You had way more than enough to fuck him up. Why did you not move in and fuck him up?
I don't know.
Especially since, dude, the other thing with Japanese is you get that bonus with the infantry attacking faster.
Yeah, here I'm starting to make my military. It's not enough. Yeah, I've got I'm already pumping out elite samurai.
Yeah, dude, if you had elite samurai at that point, you should have been attacking.
I had 3 castles that could have been making trebs. Now I think if I remember, I was focused myself on Yoki. I think what you'll end up seeing is that I'm moving my castles in towards Yoki. That's where my aggression is going, is southwest. And I do believe, yep, here we go. You're focusing your aggression on Sheen. I'm building my 4th castle.
He's attacking now, yeah.
Our military unit shows us as the military strength right now, and at this point in the game, we still ended up losing. We lost because she's econ boom, and that'll tell you what, the economy, you gotta have that strong economy, or a weaker civ will win, which you'll see happen in this. Now he's building out more, and now look at these archery ranges. Now he's catching up to me. Now he's got 2 siege buildings. He's got 6 town centers at this point. It's his economic dominance in this game that was our downfall.
So that's how he's starting his bombard cannons. So is he attacking you or me? That's me, right?
Yep. This is your battle right now.
Yeah. So at that point, man, that's such bullshit, dude. He really didn't have anything at the beginning. Wait, so go back down. He has 5 town centers and 1 castle.
She's got 6 town centers and 1 castle.
6 town centers, 1K. Yeah, dude. I waited way too late to fuck
Yeah.
him up. That's bullshit.
He's got complete economic dominance. We, for a time, had military advantage, but his economic advantage was enough to undo that. He's making enough of any resource that he'll never run out of gold because he can just sell them. And even if the price at the market goes down to 13 for 100, it doesn't matter. His production is through the roof.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We waited too long. Like at 35 minutes, we basically had to know at 35 minutes we should just attack no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I think that should be my new like metric of like I look at the time and by 30 minutes we should be attacking.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the buildings. I mean, the guy had one stable, one fucking archery range, one barracks up until 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, like if any of you viewers, if you are starting out right now and you're just at your first 1,000 elo and you're on your way dropping, if you've been dropping and you're down to 700 elo, you're maybe 600 elo, economic dominance in arena is key. Either A, early, if you're doing 1v1 and you do an early castle drop, that's a good strat, but if you're doing teams, it's all about econ dominance, and that's why Shin beat us. And he did it poorly. His boom wasn't a good boom. It was just better than ours.
Yeah.
I would rate his econ boom as a C. I wouldn't even give him a B. A hard no on an A.
Yeah, and that is just really weird because he just went with all those bombard cannons and the hand cannoneers.
Yep, this is where he's already dominated you, and he's coming through, working through me. He's attacking both of us at this point where we meet. Which makes I'm focused on him now. I'm on defense, so I can't even use my potential military superiority to take out his buddy. Like, he chose the right spot to attack. He attacked right where you and I meet, so I can't focus on... I have to defend, and I can't even be aggressive against his teammate. So his teammate's lucky as fuck that he had Shin. Because I'd have steamrolled that guy like fucking road construction in Wisconsin in the middle of June. Yeah. Yolki only lives because of she.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. She came through and fucked both of us up.
I'd say that's another thing. If you like playing random teams or custom civs like I do, if you get a civ with bombard cannons, they're one of my favorite units in the game. I like the bombard cannons.
See, the funny thing is, I do too, but I never use them because it takes, unless you're Turks, it just takes so much time and energy to get to them because you have to research, you have to build your university, you got to research chemistry to unlock them, and then they're still not cheap. They're still expensive. And it's like at that point, you know, would you rather just build 6 of those or one tread?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's really kind of like your choice.
But you look at Yolki, he's got 75 villagers, so he has 20% less production, more than 20% less production than me. 15, I'd say 10 to 15% less production than you. Economically, he's the weakest on the board. Militarily, he's not even engaging. Like, these units are all wasted. We're losing, both of us, just to she. Because that's what economic dominance gives you. Like, if you're new, that's the power of an econ boom. You gotta master your econ boom to get better at arena. There's one thing you take away. It's find an econ boom that works for you.
Yeah. You have to. I mean, and the thing is, like, you know the makeup. Well, I mean, in general, when you're picking your civ, especially, you know the general makeup of them. You know what they're gonna do. Gosh, dude, it sucks so bad. I had so many archers, and they still fucked me up.
And I tell you what, I've seen Hera do it, and he's a 3,000 elo player. He will take a moment during his game and check his tech tree. You don't need to memorize all the civs. But you do need to prepare when it's time to maximize their strengths. And it's okay to look at your tech tree mid-game. 3,000 elo players are looking at their tech tree mid-game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You don't have to memorize it. You do have to know what the counters are. You do have to know the other information about it. Like, you know, you have to know that halberdiers will counter, you know, spearmen, pikemen, halberdiers, that line will counter cavalry. You also have to know that the skirmisher line will counter archers and cav archers. Now, I was really, really dumb. Speaking of dumb, I was really, really dumb yesterday when I got beat in a ranked match because I was trying to use spearmen and pikemen against cav archers because at that point I'm like, you know, I need these cav archers to die. And little did I know, it wasn't even though they're cavalry.
Here it is, look. Now Yoki's getting involved. Now that she did all the heavy lifting. Now Yoki's just coming in for cleanup. Like, talk about a bitch partner. Yoki, like, if you watch this, you gotta know you're a bitch. Like, no hard feelings, man, but this was some bitch playing.
Yeah.
Like, she did all the work for you.
Yeah, but what I was saying was I had to know even in my battle yesterday that cav archers are still considered archers, even though they're cavalry.
Right.
And you have to use skirmishers against them, not the pikemen and not the spearmen.
Okay.
And that really fucked me up. I died really easily because I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, it's the rock paper scissors of it all is really important to get down, and actually maybe that's something that we both need to like sit down, spend a day just studying the rock paper scissors of the game.
Well, I know it now more so than anything, I guess. Well, except for the new units from like the new expansion people. But other than that, I mean, yeah, like I know the general rock paper scissors of everyone else, but man, I really fucked up because I was thinking, oh yeah, cavalry, like even though they're archers, it's still horses. Like these spearmen should be able to fuck them up. No, I am wrong.
Yeah.
They don't do shit. Like you have to use the skirmishers, even though they're cavalry, even though they're horses. If they have arrows, if they shoot arrows, shoot a projectile, you have to use the skirmishers. Yeah. And that's something I did not know.
Yeah. I tell you what, this is a game I think that after we improved our TC booms yesterday, I don't think we lose this game today.
No, I agree. I don't think we do.
And I tell you, like again, like another thing, if you're new, that just the improvement of one strategy will take you from losing to a 1200 elo player to beating a 1200 elo player in one day. You just have to get better at one skill at a time. You take that one step, it's gonna improve you in one area by 200 elo.
Right.
Take that one step every day. That if you're working on it and you want to rush to get better, improve on one thing every day. You're improving 500 elo in a week.
Yeah, and corporal punishment is right. I mean, it does take, just a couple really focused run-throughs to really make a difference. I mean, we were able to do really, really well against two people yesterday because we did those run-throughs.
Yeah, and if you saw our videos earlier, you know the improvement in just 48 hours between this game and what we did after that. It's night and day. Shin would not have economic dominance today. We would, and that would translate to military dominance. We would have had, I think, in our latest game, we outperformed Shin by 4 minutes apiece. We were both 4 minutes faster than him on everything the last time we played.
Yeah.
And that 4 minutes of being faster means dominance the entire rest of the game. That means you would have been able to take him out, and Yulk definitely wouldn't have survived past 45 minutes. I would have had Yulk off the map in 45 minutes. This guy played like crap.
He did. He really did.
He only lives because Shin had us. And you don't want to be that teammate. You know? Like... And but you know what? Even Yulk could probably improve and get to Shin's level with 48 hours of practice. That's all he needs is 2 days of concentrated practice against the AI, improving his TC boom, and now he's an economically dominant player. 2 days is all he needs. That's all we needed.
Yeah. No, that's true.
And I think if Hera would have critiqued Shin's build order, I think he would have commended his foresight to, in terms of his villager management. But I think he would have told him there's a better way to do it. That 30, I think there's merit to his 38 villagers going into castle. But I think that your castle rush and your ability to get those extra town centers earlier outweighs the benefits of the extra resources from those villagers. Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah.
I think your best TC boom is going to come out of a castle rush, and I think that's why Hera's 3,000 elo and not 1,500. I mean, obviously, like, it was effective. He got there, but I think he got there 5 minutes slower than he would have with a castle rush.
Yeah, but that's honestly a lot of it was because of us. We just let him do that. We let both of them do that. We just didn't, we just didn't attack when we should have.
Now, when you have a team that's both doing an econ boom, it's just hard to know. And I guess I'd have to ask Hera, like, how can you tell early enough when to do a castle drop and when to stick with an econ boom?
Well, what he would tell you, which is what he says in all of his videos, is that that's why you scout. Like, when you scout, you have to look. You have to watch what they're doing and see what buildings they're making and see what military units they're doing first. And, like, because if they're doing, like, a, man-at-arms rush or a archer rush or whatever, like, you know what to do. You know that you're going to have to defend very soon.
Well, and I also think too, though, like, as long as if you and your teammate, or all your teammates are on the same page, if everybody's doing the castle drop on where everybody gets their own opponent, as long as your whole team's doing it, I think you win with it, no matter what, with or without scouting.
Yeah.
But coordinating that with with randomly assigned teammates is going to be next to impossible. You're going to have somebody who's wanting to do an econ boom, and they're going to stick to an econ boom. And then their enemy that they're assigned has all the freedom in the world to grow his economy. And you have 3 teammates that are at a disadvantage, and one guy with an econ boom can steamroll 3 guys without one that were doing a castle rush.
Yeah.
So it has to be all or nothing. Either everybody castle drops, or nobody castle drops.
Well, unless you're doing the Hera and his wife thing, because like what he does is like one of the things that he's done, which is another one of it's a shout out to Hera. It's a Hera strategy. He will be the Portuguese, and he just literally funds his wife and just sends her all of his like resources, and then she just builds all the military and just fucks people up.
Yeah.
Because the Portuguese have that special building called the Pretoria.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the Pretoria.
Yeah, so that building, literally, when you make it, it just gives you free gold, free wood, free whatever. It doesn't matter. It gives you all the resources for free.
Right.
It's kind of like almost a building that just has relics. It just constantly makes all the resources. So what Hera does is he'll like make a fuck ton of those Pretorias, and then he just trades with his wife, sends his wife all the resources.
Yeah, so I'm pulling up the video from earlier today, and I just want to fast forward to 30 minutes 30 to watch 30 to 35. And just to show the difference between 2 days ago versus last night in our gameplay, and just how important, like that's what all we practiced. All we rehearsed was 3 hours on. I think we did three dry runs, improving our TC rush. Our TC.
We did 3 before we played somebody.
Yeah, 3 targeted dry runs was all it took to create the improvement between the first game in this stream and the game we're watching now.
Correct. Yeah.
And according to Hera, the extreme AI plays at the level of about 1200 ELO.
Yeah.
And I'm only rated in Team Arena. Personally, I'm rated at 763, I think, is my ELO.
Yeah, I dropped down, unfortunately, yesterday because of that loss. I'm now at 859, which is not where I really wanted to be. I liked being at 900 something, but...
Well, and we've been losing in Arena because of shitty booms. And so we spent a day improving our boom. And you'll see, especially at minute 35 compared to the last video, it's night and day.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem that we had, or that I had, is last night when I lost to that other guy was I wanted the game to be an arena, and it ended up being on Arabia. And so, like, being on an open map just makes it so much harder.
Econ dominance in Arena translates into military dominance within 3 to 5 minutes. That's why your TC booms are so important.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right with that. Very much so.
We were losing ranked matches because our booms were not up to snuff.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I would say in open maps like Arabia, I'm not even thinking about getting to Imperial. I'm not thinking about booms. I'm thinking about castle drops and trushes.
Oh, you mean in the open maps?
Yeah, especially Arabia.
Yeah, but dude, even then, it was really fucking hard to do. There was my opponent. I mean, I found my opponent pretty quick, and by the time that I found him, I just wasn't economically there as fast as he was to even drop that first watchtower, that guard tower.
Yeah.
To start doing my strategy.
Yeah, I think you gotta drop if you're gonna do the castle drop on any ranked match. You don't do it after 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Like you have to be ready to drop that castle at 12 12. Or, well, I'm sorry. No, you have to be ready to click into castle at 12:30 and drop your castle at 15:30. Otherwise, you just don't do the castle drop.
Yeah.
Now, I think that you can regain dominance with trushes after 15:30. That's a viable strategy.
Yeah.
Maybe a trush into a castle drop on an open map. But you got. I think you have to have at least 6 crossbowmen slash or cavalry to protect your villagers doing it.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's the thing is, I didn't have any, like, by the time I went to do anything, I just didn't have the people. And he was already, I think he was already in Castle.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think he was also already in Castle. Because at that point, it seemed like there was nothing I could do. Because he had forward Castle dropped on me, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it's like, well, what? You know, I'm kind of fucked. I can't really do much about that.
Yeah.
Not when I was also like still trying to get resources and everything else. You know, it's just it's too difficult when you're playing from behind like that.
I would wager in this game that we're watching right now, our econ boom was between at various different times in the game. We were between 85 and 95% efficient. And I think we can still shave between 2 and 4 minutes off of our times to 220 villagers. I mean, well, at least to 100 villagers. I think we can shave 2 to 4 minutes off.
You think so?
Yeah. I think we were running 85 to 95%.
Yeah, I think that's very possible, and I hope that is, because it's to the point where, you know, we want to make sure that we're doing all of that right, and that we have that advantage, because, man, I don't know, man, even last night, like I said, when I got fucked up, I was very disappointed, because I really thought I had, like, you know, most of that shit figured out, from what we had done earlier in the day, and nope, I was wrong, it didn't matter, I got fucked up.
I do
and
think...
that was not on Arena, though, that was on Arabia, and I, you know, that's a totally different strategy, totally different map. You know, my boom definitely should have been a little bit better, but you know, making those mistakes is bad. You know, you just can't make those mistakes.
Oh, I just realized Alaudin must have gotten housed in here because he ends up killing 10 of his villagers to make more military.
Yeah. You know, I almost had to do that yesterday when we were beating the AI.
Yeah.
But because we were winning, I didn't worry about it, and I knew those guys were gonna die anyway. So I ended up not even making the houses because I'm like, you know, if I take my effort away from micromanaging these castles, shooting the villagers and the Magyars and all that, I was gonna die.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna micromanage that too when I know they're gonna be dead anyway.
But now that we've gotten proficient enough with our castle drops and our econ booms to beat extreme AI in Arena, there's not a situation anymore where we lose to extreme AI in Arena. We have mastered these skills enough to beat extreme AI 100% of the time. All right.
When something really fucked up happens, you're right, yes.
So here we are, 30 minutes, 20 more villagers than the previous attempt at the rush. Within 2 villagers. Now, my military isn't as good as Alaudin in this game, but let's take a look at what he's got building-wise. He's building his second castle now. He's got 2 barracks. He's building a 3rd barracks. Alright, so what do I got queued here? Very shortly here, my military dominance begins to take form.
Right. That so much of the key too. Like having that early dominance.
And I tell you what, no less than 10 military buildings to manage your civilization strength. If you're a cavalry civ, you need 10 stables. Once you have 110 villagers, get to 10 stables as soon as possible. If you're Japanese and you're an infantry civilization, you need 10 barracks.
Right.
And I like to have 2 siege workshops because sometimes I'll make rams instead of trebs just to get through those walls. Because I like trebs for the big buildings like the castles, but I like rams for walls.
Right. The rams are actually better. I mean, they're better for... Honestly, the rams are better for everything. They just don't have any firepower.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So if you die, you just die. Yeah. There's nothing you can do.
I mean, I think right now you see military dominance starting to shift between Aladdin and myself.
Yeah. I have to, unfortunately, take off for work. But, yeah, this has been a very, very good run-through example of things, because this is definitely something that anybody of our viewers should definitely be able to see and take note of.
And I tell you, some of these guys, Survivalist, Hera, amazing players. They've got great content. You need to watch their content. Where they're lacking, I think, is they miss certain things in communication. There's certain details that they'll skip and will leave you asking questions. And I'm hoping that the dialogue that Sino and I provide for you catch every detail so you can duplicate and get better.
Absolutely.
We're doing it for you.
We do it for you guys. Everybody. We do it for all of our viewers, and we appreciate our viewers. And we just want to build a positive and good community of Age of Empires. Unfortunately, there's so many people that are not that, and we want to solve that problem.
2 things should happen if you lose. It should, 1, still be fun, and 2, you should be able to learn from it, and hopefully we're taking you down that path.
Exactly. That really is the key. You hit it on the head. If you're not having fun, it ain't worth it. You gotta have fun doing it. That really is the key. I think that's the key to a lot of games in general. If you're not having fun, don't play the game. It really is that simple. A lot of people don't really think about that stuff because they're like, well, yes, it's a game, but, I want to be competitive. And we get it. We do too. But, at the end of the day, if you're not having fun fucking people up, then it's not worth it.
Gotta be fun fucking them up. And it's gotta be fun getting fucked up too.
Yeah, it's gotta be both ways.
Yeah, really, that's what the game we started the stream with. We got our asses handed to us, but it was a lot of fun. But viewers, thanks for joining us today. I do want to let you know that this will be last stream until after Father's Day. Father's Day weekend is typically the bass spawn in northern Wisconsin, and I'm going to be catching and eating some meat. But we'll be back after. I may add to the stream some more Elder Scrolls now that I've got my internet fixed, and the stream should be more stable. So we're going to add a little bit of variety to my channel. I'd like to play through Control. So if you haven't played or watched Control, keep an eye out for that. I will not be streaming my playthrough of Elden Ring because I have to be on Google while I play. The game's tutorial is non-existent, and I don't want to put you through that pain. But please join me for some Elder Scrolls, some Control, and Age of Empires when we return after June 11th.
Yes. And by then, we should have a giant leap on the competition. I'm really hoping that we'll be able to really catapult ourselves to the next level.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see some of these skills that we've shown you lead to an increase in ELO. I'd love to have you watch our Ascension live. That would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, again, thanks for joining us and enjoy the beginning of your summer. And Sino, thanks for coming on the stream.
Of course, as always a pleasure to be on the stream.
Well, again, take it easy. Deus Vult.